Hi guys, today I want to show you how I style my eyebrows. Right now they're quite already ingrown, and normally I just trim them, shape them and wax them. Some of the area I use waxing, but today I'm gonna also color them as well. And you may be surprised, why do I need to color my eyebrow? Because they're clearly still quite dark. I do have occasionally some gray, hair here and there in my eyebrow, but it's just kind of plucking them. But because recently I did my hair kind of, with lots of highlights, etc., you can see my grays is also already ingrown. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'm gonna have an appointment to do my roots touch up. And I'm thinking that my eyebrow kind of a little bit almost like looking so harsh and so dark for the hair colors that I have today. So what I decided, I'm gonna color my eyebrow first and then I'm gonna style them. And for the coloring, I'm gonna use just regular hair color. And this is Clairon, and the color is light ash brown. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna hold like the whole 25 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm just gonna see how it's going, and then if I need it, I may stop it right in the middle. But before I proceed, I just want to make sure, let me just first make sure that I'm in focus. So before I proceed, I just want to show you my eyebrow, how they look like before any shaping, coloring or styling. And as I said, it's not that there is something wrong with my eyebrow. Normally I would just shape them, but because I want it somewhat much into my colored hair. All right, so as I said, it's just a regular color. And what I'm gonna do, I literally gonna mix a little bit of color and a little bit of activator. And let me see what they even call this. Yeah, color activator. So I'm gonna use just this little tray, and right now I'm literally gonna kind of eyeball it, just a little bit of the color, just literally like see this much, hopefully it will focus, just this much of the color, literally just a drop of activator. This is the drop of activator. So let's mix everything up. And I'm using just a brush of my previous eyebrow gel. So just kind of use that brush. So let me just kind of mixing everything up. And that's how much you need it. Literally, you don't need it anything more. But before I proceed, just to make sure that I'm not gonna color like, any skin, I'm gonna use a Vaseline. And I have a Q-tip, and I'm gonna kind of saturate my Q-tip in Vaseline and literally gonna apply just around the perimeter of my eyebrow. It's kind of like making sure I'm not gonna color myself. And by the way, if you will like this kind of videos, like, what I do for my literally taking care of my skin, apart from me doing some kind of mesotherapy or threads or microneedling, if you like this kind of videos, guys, I can continue with these videos as well. Also, if you like even my videos of my lifestyle, just in general, how I'm trying to take care of my skin, etc. And why I like to apply it with the brush, because the brush has a bristles, so the color should go right between the literally hairs. So, and I'm gonna saturate it quite nicely, and then I'm gonna brush them down just to make sure that the color goes inside eyebrow. Also, I did this couple of times before when I was younger and I was kind of blonder. I did my hair a little bit more blonde, And I noticed that on my eyebrow I have a couple of like really thick dark hair, and no matter what color I'm using, they always remain kind of thick and black. So if you could relate, please once again put your comments below. Sorry, I just had a phone call that I have to take. This was in fact for my roots touch-up. So what I'm doing right now, like as I said, I'm saturating my hair. I'm just kind of literally brushing them, making sure that they're fully saturated in color. And I'm gonna leave like that, let's say for about, let's do 8 minutes. So I'm gonna start at 8 minutes. And as I said, I have a little bit more of this color, so, and I'm literally continue applying the color, just kind of making sure that it's fully saturated. And after I'm done with the eyebrow coloring, I will continue with actually shaping and styling my eyebrow, and I will show you how I will shape and style. And if you can see the lower parts, I'm not even applying anything, because all of this I'm gonna clean up. You know, those few grown hairs I'm gonna clean up nicely. All right, so I have even a little bit more, but I'm not gonna do anything with this leftovers. Just make sure that it's all colored. Okay, so let me use Q-tip right now and kind of applying heavily on top, so that there is no any spacing or anything. So first I was kind of using brushing technique, and now just literally whatever the color I have left over, just kind of putting like a little bit of heavier layers on my eyebrow. And I'm gonna leave just a little bit in case if I'm gonna need to do touch up. I mean, I can always mix up again, but so that's how I do it. As I said, we have about right now 6 minutes to continue. So I'm gonna put a timer off, kind of like, you know, chill for 6 minutes, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys. So my timer is off. So clearly, let's stop it. So it's been about 8 minutes, and right now I'm gonna kind of very gently trying to see what's the color. Yes, and they definitely a bit lighter, but I'm not sure if I want to do a little bit more, or should I keep it in this. You know what, maybe I'm gonna leave it for another 2 minutes, because it's dark enough that I didn't lighten up my eyebrow extremely, so it looks unnatural, you know, but it has a little bit of kind of brownish undertone that it should match my new hair color. So just let's leave it for another 2 minutes. Gonna apply a little bit heavier. And again, I have to remind that I'm doing this not because I have lots of grays in my eyebrows. I'm doing it so that my eyebrow will be kind of more complementing to my hair color, so kind of like blend more naturally. Though there is nothing natural looking about this hair color, but still we try to do our best. Okay, and tomorrow, as I said, I was previously taking phone call. I'm gonna go and do my roots touch up, and maybe somewhere in January I'm gonna do another highlights. So just kind of continue with the highlight. Like you see those long dark, I was keep telling you, I don't know if the camera will focus, but those ones always kind of like extremely dark, almost like a black looking. Because my natural eyebrow, they are dark brown, almost close to black, but obviously not black completely. But those couple of eyebrows, they're literally black. So let's just, okay, so let's just leave it for another 2 minutes, and I think that should be enough. So my second timer is off, so it means altogether I'm holding hair color for about 10 minutes right now. So let's just wipe it off. Yeah, I think that's more than enough, because I can see it's clearly brown. It's almost start getting reddish, and I don't want to go extremely red on my eyebrows. So let's just wipe everything off. And right now I'm gonna apply just a regular olive oil and kind of wiping everything off. So if there is any color left, it will be eliminated. Yeah, and I can see that eyebrow is right now a bit darker. Oh, sorry. Yes, yes, my eyebrow is right now a bit darker than the base color over here. So what I did right now, I clean my brush, and before I proceed to any even like, you know, plucking of my eyebrow, I just want to gently trim them. And what I usually do, I kind of brush them up, and if I see some kind of like really long grown hair, I just simply trim it. So it means in the future when I gonna kind of like, you know, apply my eyebrow gel, and normally when you apply eyebrow gel, you always kind of brush the eyebrow up, and if there is any uneven or long eyebrow, then they shown not in the bestest way. So they still should be kind of like, you know, some longer or shorter hairs in the eyebrow. But if you have, let's say, ones that what I have literally a couple of hairs that about 1 centimeter longer than anything else, or I would say 1/4 inch longer than any others, and I'm doing the same things on this one. This eyebrow, I don't have any kind of uneven hair grows. Like, you know, they always say eyebrows, they're sisters, not the twins. So, and right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean under my eyebrow area. So first I'm gonna do plucking. Most likely I'm gonna speed up this process, and then we're gonna try to do further more shaping.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me.
So you see, I just kind of pluck just the lower parts of my eyebrow, and you can see how it's already looking more lifted comparing to my left eye. Just a little bit more of plucking. I always do first kind of, you know, almost kind of doing the guideline for myself, and the further I need to do, the further I go. Okay, the next step, I'm gonna do a little bit of waxing. And how I do my waxing of my eyebrows, it's a little bit unorthodox, I would say. So what I do, I kind of brush everything down. And right there, I have a bunch of tiny ingrowns. And what I use, I use regular Veet strips that normally you can use on your legs or, you know, underarms, etc. And what I do with my scissors, I just kind of cut small strips. So to be honest, I don't like to apply liquid wax around my eyes, because, you know, I kind of feel unsafe. It could drip or something hurt wax. So this one you don't really have to do much, just kind of like gently opening up. And as I said, it's just like I'm cutting little bit strips, almost like making my own. And as I said, I brush everything down, and then now I kind of applying, almost trying to make a perfect line. Just kind of pressing fairly hard, I would say, just to make sure. And then I'm pulling off in opposite direction of the hair grows, and hopefully it will focus. You see there is a bunch of tiny little hairs on that wax strip. It gives me kind of like more cleaner looking eyebrow. And then I have a little bit over here. So the second strip I usually apply in this area, because anyway I have it. So just kind of like that. Okay, and on the second one is usually much less compared to the first one. Again, brushing my eyebrow kind of up. With a little bit of oil, I'm kind of cleaning off if there is any leftover of the wax on my forehead. So let's just leave it. You can see how red, but even right now, if you're gonna compare my left and my right, you can see how defined, and it's still without any gel or any touch-up or anything. So that's how my eyebrow looking right now. There is nothing on the eyebrow, no gel, no even any kind of like, you know, pencils, that sometimes I use my pencil to fill up some little bit of gaps. So that's how it looks. Let's proceed with the second eyebrow. I'm gonna do the plucking, and most likely I'm gonna speed up and put some nice music for you guys.
You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby.
So the first initial trimming of the lower part is done, and you can see how already the eye looks much lifted and has quite nice shape. So right now I'm gonna do the same process of the waxing of my left eye. Again, I brushing everything down, and see those kind of tiniest ingrown, like clearly you can use a tweezer, but I have so many of those tiny ingrowns that it's gonna take me forever with the tweezers. So I usually like to use little bit cut off of the wax strips. As I said, I just cutting them off, and that's what I'm using. And usually also when I do my eyebrow, I can wax a little bit even my upper lip, because since I'm already doing this, why not? Let me just put my... So as I said, I'm very gently kind of opening up the strips, and I use the first part almost kind of like on 45-degree angle. So that's kind of giving that lift to the eye. Pressing and pulling off in opposite direction of the hair growth. And let me show you. It's not much, but there is a little bit of the hair in there. And the second strip I usually use on this part, once again, when I see tiny ingrown hair, not ingrown, sorry, tiny hairs that kind of almost like surrounding my eyebrows. And the trick of making the strip wide enough but not too wide, otherwise I'm gonna start pulling my hair that close to the eyebrow, because I have very small area between my actual. So I think that should be enough. And then, as usual, I take the cotton and apply some olive oil. You can use any oil, but I think everybody has at home olive oil, and wiping off gently any leftover of the wax. So right now my eyebrow clearly looking very, very red, but it will settle in a couple of hours, and I will show you the final. And even right now you can see that it's kind of cleaner looking but natural looking, not like overdone eyebrows. So let's just leave it at this. And now I'm gonna do a couple of strips on my upper lip, just kind of cleaning my upper lip. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Watery eyes. Ouch. Ooh. I think upper lips are the most uncomfortable waxing ever. So, but it's done. As I said, right now my whole face is looking red. Let's wait that it's gonna calm down, and then I'm gonna show you final results. So I'm gonna get back to you guys in a couple of hours. Hi guys, this is about 24 hours after I did my eyebrow shaping, and in fact also I did my roots touch up. As I said at the beginning, actually during the video I had a phone call, an appointment for my roots touch up, so it just right after the roots touch up. And as I said, that's how I style. And if you can see, they're pretty much right now almost the same color as my base for the highlights. So I'm gonna keep kind of my base light brown, close to light brown color, and then occasionally, I would say every 4 months or so, I'm gonna add some highlights to create this kind of beautiful dimensions. So this is how it looks like. Oh, let me show you my whole hair after the roots touch up. In fact, I've been thinking myself I can easily do roots touch up because it's no big deal. Clearly I wouldn't risk doing myself the highlights because, you know, I cannot do it at the back of my head, or if just like maybe at the front, yeah, there is a possibility, but if I want to do the whole head, clearly not a good choice. So that's about it. I hope you like it. Please put your comments below. Do you like my eyebrow shaping? Do you like my roots touch up? Do you like the whole new style and hair look? Please comment everything below. And whatever I used in this video, if I could find some kind of links, I will add it also in the description box. So that's about it, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye. By the way, guys, I open a new kind of private members only on the YouTube, and it's only 99 cents per month. And as I said, when I'm gonna get most likely to the 100 subscribers, I mean the members, I'm gonna give giveaway of all the monies that I'm collecting, because as I said, it's literally just 99 cents, and then the YouTube takes about 30%, so in my pocket it's about 69 cents out of those money. So hopefully when I'm gonna get my first $50 or so, I can do my first giveaway. But please subscribe to my members only. It's very inexpensive, and from now on, anything that I do, like toxins, or if I'm gonna do any fillers, or if I'm gonna do any threads, everything I'm gonna put in my members only. So now I guess it's real goodbye, and I will see you on my next one.